I know you're seeing me again, but this is another video. If you're new here, welcome back. My name is Kiki. If you're also a returning subscriber, welcome back. So we're still in Miami, of course. We've been in Miami for weeks and weeks and weeks. And today we are heading to the Cuban area. We have never gone there and we decided to do that. So we actually booked through a company. I will list down here so that you guys can be able to see what they do. So we're actually doing, I think, like a 3-hour Cuban area, which is like, what's the name of the place? Oh my God, I've forgotten. I'll put it right here. What's the name, baby, of where we're going?
Huh?
That area, what's the name of that area?
Cuban district.
Yeah, the Cuban district. Okay. I didn't but there's a certain name, but it's okay, we call it the Cuban district. So we're heading around there. We're going to try, I think, a few cuisines. We're going to also learn the history between Cuba and America and the correlation of that area. So it should be interesting. And I feel so happy and great to be able to discover all of this and just to be able to be present at the moment and just discovering other cultures, indulging in them, and just seeing the best in everything. So yeah, I'll get to see you guys when we're there. I hope we will learn so many things together.
But we can put it right.
Have you ever seen a place just designed to play dominoes? A place where people come just to play dominoes. Have you ever seen that in your life? Take a look over there. The Domino Park of Little Havana. And Noel, go and tell us some stories about this place.
A big hub where they have a bunch of domino tournaments. It's usually older people above 55 years old. You got to be a member to play at Domino Park, and it's really good that they have an area like that, because now we see Little Havana as very rambunctious, a bunch of loud music, a lot of traffic. So it's really good for the older folks to have a little spot where they can play dominoes. Now, I'll share with you a little thing about dominoes. There's a lot of theories as to where the origins of dominoes came from, and apparently it originated from Italy, but even some say it originated all the way back from China. So the version that we're known to see here of dominoes is the Italian version of playing dominoes, and the Chinese version is going to be much more ancient. And we know that dominoes is a big staple of Cuban culture, because my family can't be trusted with dominoes, because that means it's going to be a table flip and an argument, and that's usually how it goes. And it starts with one uncle that drinks too much. That's the
Exactly. So guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you ever heard about the Bay of Exhibition? Bay of Exhibition, something that happens in Cuba in 1961. So in 1961, a group of Cuban exiles, not Americans first, but very important to know that they were Cuban exiles. They were the relatives of those people who lost. But you're not allowed to play because you need a membership to get a table and the domino game in order to play. That's one of the landmarks of this neighborhood. And the other one, the Tower Theater.
Guayaberas, your odds are you're gonna see them everywhere in Little Havana. It's a huge staple of Cuban culture, and there's actually a lot of myths as to where the Guayabera came from. So supposedly there was a wife that stitched this shirt for her husband, and he was a guava farmer, and this so that he can be able to hold his guavas more in each and every pocket, right? And you'll note that there's a little portion here. Oh, I'm just gonna point right here. Here on the right, this little fold, that's used to put your machete, right? But don't worry, there's not gonna be people walking around with the machete, but you know, they're farmers, so it does come in handy.
So guys, this Guayaberas, as Noel said,
En mi mente lo pasamos bien la vida, pero realmente siempre me olvida. Quiero que seas muy contenta, quiero escapar la tormenta. Quítate la ropa bien mojadita, fuerte como mar y se llama indica. Yeah. Tú me das ansiedad cuando no me mires a los ojos. Y aquí estás.
Iglesias, a lot of people know Enrique, they don't know Julio. Julio is way better. Much better. Yeah, exactly. So Julio Iglesias, but I'm not going to talk about Julio Iglesias. I'm going to explain to you about the
Oh, that's so cool, that thing.
Let's go.
The burning thing.
61 October 15 to October 20, 1962. Nicaragua, against the Sandinistas, against the communist people in Nicaragua. He lost his life. There's some people don't even know what they're located in. So I'm going to take you to the map. I'm going to explain to you about Havana, their pigs, the Guantanamo Bay, and then we go back to the second restaurant for our food. Right?
So much.
You do?
Yeah, it's nice to visit here if you live here.
We're also learning so much.
You come here, have a Cuban sandwich, some churros, and you walk around a little bit.
Which was your favorite food so far?
All of them, to be honest. But
It looks like you're full, right?
I'm slightly full already. Yeah.
Okay.
Get the empanada. You know, I thought empanada is like a taco or something, but it's not.
No, it's something different.
Yeah.
But it tastes so good.
Islands all over Cuba, and they are all part of Cuba. As you can see, some of them here, 4,195. It's a big number of islands all over Cuba. Oh, we have 10,000 here in the Everglades, so no worries. So this is the capital of Cuba, Havana. If you want to know where Cuba is, the exact location of Cuba from this tip in the west, about 140 kilometers, that will be 96 miles, is the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, Central America, Mexico. 90 miles to the north, only 90 miles, that's Key West. Our southernmost point of the United States, Key West, is only 90 miles from Cuba. 90 miles. From this point here, about 110 kilometers, 65 miles, that would be Hispaniola Island, or Dominican Republic and Haiti are located. And in the south we have Jamaica. So Cuba is the largest island, the greatest island in the Antilles, and it's the 17th largest island on the planet. The total area of the country is 110,922.5 square kilometers. That's around 42,435 square miles. Telling you in miles and kilometers. Mariel Bay, something that we talked before. The boat lift, where Scarface came. The boat lift, 1980s, 125,000 Cubans would leave Cuba. They were forced to leave the prisons. They were criminals in prison. Some people were crazy people in psychiatric hospitals, and they were taken up by Fidel Castro. And if you have been in any, strike. The original owners, the Indian River Citrus Fruit Company, and they have been selling fruit here, like you see, like in Cuba, for the last 15 years.
El olor de tu cabello son cosas que me excitan. Y tus panties en el suelo
también los besos. Parece
Right
que
here
el
you have the
universo
Cuban national symbol.
muy lejos pero del nuestro, con ese sabor a miel. Vamos a hacerlo una noche, la luna mirará y las estrellas verán que brillará. Primera vez que yo vi esa foto en Instagram, pues te seguí, el resto ni que contar. La indicada, no hay nadie más que me enamore de verdad.
Domino Park. If you can read there, what I told you before. That is the only attraction we had in the neighborhood was the Tower Theater. That opened on the 20th December 1926. This place was the only thing that people had to come and change. When they opened this in 1935, as you can read.
Tú lo que quieras, yo lo hago a tu manera. Si mueves
Well, two of the national symbols, two of the national attributes. So we have the Cuban flag here with the red triangle and the three stripes in blue. That's our national flag. We have the butterfly lily. It's our national flower. We have the Cuban truffle. As the same colors of the flag is our national bird. And here we have our coat of arms. The coat of arms of Cuba has certain elements. Three stripes of the flag. We have the royal palm tree, our national tree, and this key here. This key is very important because the key represents the position of Cuba in the Caribbean, something that I explained to you.
que quieras, yo lo hago a tu manera. Si mueves esas caderas y bien pegadito a mí. Y sé que hay muchos pretendientes que tienes pero no los ves, porque solo ves uno y ese hombre lo hace tan bien. Las horas son segundos y solo al lado de ti, besándote, mami. La indicada, no hay nadie más que me enamore de verdad. La indicada, no hay nadie más que sea buena como tú. Vamos a hacerlo con calma, con calma, con calma. Esto es bueno para el alma. Esta está dicha, vamos a hacerlo con calma, con calma.
Four cocktails for $12.
We had a really good cocktail. So we just came from that last place. We had croquettes and we had cocktails.
CCC, a Cuban.
It was really, really good. Oh, there's a really cute Cuban car coming.
Well, it's actually an American car, but it's a type of car they drive with in Cuban. It's important to understand the distinction.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Good you mentioned that.
Hacerlo con calma, con calma. La indicada, no hay nadie más que me enamore de verdad. La indicada, no hay nadie más que sea buena como tú.
The wrapper, every cigar, these cigars that I have here, every single cigar in the world is made out of three different parts. I'm gonna pass the cigars. 3 cigars are made from the same plant. Would you believe that? They have different strength, they have different colors. Do you think they can be made from the same plant? Why? And after that year, the cigars are not ready yet. The final round thing you saw on the top of the cigar, what you have to put later, they do it with this. And they use this, which is the guillotine. Depending on the size of the cigar, they will put it with this. Or if it's bigger, because there are different sizes, there are vejiques, lanceros, perfectos, torpedos, churchills, double coronas. There's a lot of different cigars and they all come with this. And, thank you Bernie, that's a cigar. So you will only wrap 24 hours to keep them there for 24 hours, and after 24 hours they will take them out to this table and they will just apply the final wrapper with leaves, that the ones that I showed you, that are very flexible. After that, this is what they call the infused cigars. So they have been infused in certain drinks.
Oye, bebé, tú eres la única. Soy tu Cani, tú eres mi Kim, ¿ok? Vamos, dale, vamos a fondo, baby.